bench. So here I am. Let's wait for the audio to be there before we start. So I confirm that audio is working and that the stream is working, and then we can start. Yeah, should be HDMI. The delay is super long, but the audio works. Okay, so today I was giving this, and they say that it doesn't work. This is the charger given with it, and then I should fix it. Probably a quick fix, but it's, yeah, why not do it? So also what you see probably on the screen, there is a second multimeter. Now you can see here I have two multimeters. This one I was using a separate one, but now I connected it. And I also added an isolation transformer. So now I can power it over USB. The USB charger is here on the back. Converter, this is isolated, so we can probe the things without being afraid. And it is also connected now to the computer, so we have two multimeter, and this one is probably only used, will mostly be used for either continuity testing or current testing. And that's the logo you see on the right, the one, the dots and the parentheses, closing parentheses. That's for the logo I found for continuity tester. So this is a small change. I also have some light here now, but that's most of the changes on the bench here. So let's test what does not work. Maybe, so the battery doesn't work. Does this battery go in? No. Okay, this battery doesn't go in already. But it has the same format. So it's InfoLithium. InfoLithium wasn't it a Sony thingy? A Sony invention to have lithium, 7.2 volts. So it's two cells. Let's zoom a tiny bit. It's two cells in series. Let me make the overview a bit smaller. I don't think you have to. Has to be that big. Okay. So this doesn't work because of the cut. This one works. So when I plug in and when I turn on, yeah, it makes no light. So there's something not working here. There's a button. It doesn't show that the battery is empty. So either the battery is completely empty or the thing doesn't work. Or do I have to enable it? No. Can measure this. And this battery doesn't fit, but it has a two prong, so maybe I can put it in here without having it fit. Oh, it works. So you have two different type of LEDs, so you can set the temperature. Okay, so this is warm white, and you can set how bright the warm white is, and probably this other one is for cold white or natural white. Yeah, natural white. And you can set the temperature here. So it's not a bad idea, and it has always these click switches. Click to switch on and off. So we know that this works. Does it also show the battery voltage? Yeah. So the battery is probably dead. I don't know. So it was charged with this. Now, is the battery dead or is the charger dead? So let's check the charger. The charger goes on and it says charge, and if I plug the battery in, here there's only one knob, so you probably can charge also this one. Yeah, red, and probably red says it is charging, and with this one, green. So this is not charging anymore, so it doesn't say charge. So either it means that it is full, which it is not, because this thing would work, or the battery is dead. That could be the other aspect. So let's test the battery with the voltmeter. Maybe it's cut. What is this tab for? I don't know. So this should be minus, this should be plus. 8 volts. And this is 7.2, so actually it is not dead, it is full. So why when it is full? Because it's 7.2 volts and 8 is almost full. 8.4 is full because one cell is up to for the 2 volts. So one lithium ion cell is 3.7 volts nominal. So if you multiply it by 2, it's 7.2 volts, like it says here. And when the cell is full, it's 4.2 volts. So when it's full with both of them, it's 8.4 volts. But here, it's not completely full. So this is kind of lying. It is not full, but it is still, it should be enough. So this works. Maybe there's a wrong contact. Ah, that's it. When the battery is inside, it doesn't work. Ah, you see it works a tiny bit. And here it says that it is full. So there are two issues. So this is a quick fix. And now the red one doesn't work. So the issue is that this prong kind of wants to push up to the back, but maybe there's something on the back which is not long enough, and it doesn't make contact to the side. So if we put it on the side here with tilted, even then the contact is not good. Okay, there's something wrong with the battery, I think. Because here with the contact completely tilted, the contact should be good and not so intermittent. Maybe the contacts are just corroded? No, they seem fine. How can I contact that and measure meanwhile? I could try to use this, but does it fit inside? So yeah, it does fit inside. Minus. Plus. Let's see if we still have the voltage. It's minus. That's plus. Yeah, the voltage seems nice. And now the battery should go here. So this is minus. This is plus. And but we're not measuring at the same time. I want to know if something is broken. So let's put the multimeter to connect the multimeter. I do have actually leads. Yeah, what I could use is on the multimeter, I could use leads. What I will do, yeah, I'll probably create where I have more than one lead going out. But for now, let's do it this way, up. It's not spectacular, but it should be enough. So, 7 volts. And, okay, the battery is dead. And as soon as I press, the battery goes down. And it shouldn't go down that fast. So this is probably not charging, but we know that the charger works. The battery is probably not charging. Maybe the battery is just dead. It's hard to figure out. I have a battery charger. Let's test out what it complains about. So, battery charger, I have to find it here. I use this IMAX B6, and I've changed the firmware to the Chili BMS. I don't know how it's called exactly. So it's not the original firmware, but the hardware is good enough to charge plenty of batteries, and it has a buck boost converter and so on. So this. Let's try to figure out if it works. How can I put it so you don't have this light just above you? It needs 11 to 18 volts. I have 12 volts here. These are raw 12 volts, and I don't expect it to take more. Yeah, Chili charger. When I booted, I don't know if this Chili charger version 2, 2016. Okay, yeah, 2016. I wonder if the project is still active. It doesn't need to. I mean, the charging profiles don't change a lot. The hardware is still the same. But I'm still curious to know if Chili charger works. So screen, GitHub, Chili charger. I'm not even sure if this hardware is still sold. I think it is still. Geely charger. Oh, there are several. 2017. It's the last change. Release is, yeah, 2017, the last change. So probably the release I had was the last one. Yeah, the last release. No, it's not the last release. They didn't put tags on the releases. Here, version 1, 2015. Yeah, so it didn't change a lot, but still, I mean, it works. And yeah, just use this project to reflash with your open source device. I don't know why. I think I changed the source for charging special voltage. Now it's still stock, but I need a charger for something special. Bench. Let's go back to the bench. And here we can tell it that we have two. This is plus, right? Does this fit in? No, it does not. Minus this one fit in. Plus, so the battery seems to be dead. What I could do, actually, the person who gave me this, so doesn't care about these lithium batteries. I could either break this or just put myself a battery and then not use this external charger with an external power supply. I could make a battery with, if this is dead, that's what we'll do. Exactly. If this battery is dead, I will use this case of the battery because it fits nicely. I will just put a normal battery inside, not two. Oh, are these two batteries? Maybe I have two of them, two cells. That could also be that. Where are my batteries? I don't know if I have still two of them. Batteries. So here there are probably just two of these 18650 cells. Do I have two of them? I have even more than two of them. I think this is, they're two in series, two in parallel. So I could disassemble this, but I might have two cells. Yeah, two cells. And they kind of fit in. So we could change the two cells. Not sure if it's worth it. What could be nice though is having one cell, a USB charger, and a power booster. And that should be enough. I'm not sure how much it charges. And the advantage of that is you don't need an external Weech charger for these things. And sure, the light won't hold that long, but it might be long enough. And if it's not long enough, to just plug a power bank to it. We'll see what we'll use. But for now, we have to check if the battery can be charged. So here, I need to tilt it so you can see something. We'll change the options. Stop. I don't have, these are 3 cells. No, I don't have one. And this is 1 cell. So let's create a new profile. Profile 6, edit battery. Battery type is lithium polymer. Lithium ion, lithium polymer. Does it change a lot? Oh, there are plenty of batteries. LED. So it's LiPo. 3.7 per cell. It should, then it's Li-ion. Okay. No, not charge. Enter. Capacity check. This is what we want to do, a capacity check. Not LiPo. Okay, Li-ion 1, and we have 2 cells, 7.2. Makes sense. Capacity. How much is this capacity? The capacity of one of these things. 18650 is not written on it. I have no idea. Here, 2000 milliampere hours. And since they are in series and not in milliampere, it's 2000 milliampere hours. Charge, 1C, that's good enough. 2 ampere, yeah. Discharge, yeah, that's, I think the defaults are good. Now we will do a capacity check. Yeah, 0%, 2.3, as soon as there's a small load, it complains. So normally it will discharge first. So let's press enter for a long time. It will discharge first. Now it's charging. If the battery is dead, it will charge really fast and it will stop fast and the capacity will be low. This is how we know that this battery is dead. So we will do that. Else, yeah, the contacts seem to be okay. Error battery. Yeah. Let's try it again. I think the batteries are dead. Stop, capacity check. And now it recovers, but it wasn't able to charge. Now charging. It charges really fast. It shouldn't charge that fast if the cell was okay. I think these cells are dead. It charges far too fast. Does it charge actually? Because here it says 0 milliampere. After 30 seconds, let's capacity check. Okay, this is clever. Before it charges, it waits until the charge settles. Okay, this is clever. It doesn't provide current because it doesn't know in which state it is. It is still trying to charge, but it doesn't know if it will have to provide constant voltage and constant current if this is changing. So yeah, the firmware seems to be quite good. Yeah, this fluctuating is not good. Okay, now it charges, disconnect. Battery, because it was above 10 volts, the battery is dead. So now we have two solutions. Either I put two more cells because there is a charger, or I put one cell in one charger. Let's open it and see how it looks like inside. Can we open this case? It seems to be welded on, so we don't need this anymore. This is done. We know the batteries are dead. I don't want it to go with the Dremel, but here I don't see any. So here there's a seam between the two parts, but I don't feel any split thing I could use. And it doesn't seem to be no, it doesn't seem to be a genuine one. So maybe that's why it dies fast. No, I don't think. I don't know what this is for. Is this for the temperature? Because maybe there's an NTC. Let's test it out. I think it's between minus or plus. I don't know. We'll just test. Up. No. No, that's not an NTC. Because it should be between plus or minus. It's neither. Nope. I don't know what this tab is. Maybe for ID. Did they ID the batteries? I don't know. Opening this will be a pain. What we know is it's not too dangerous to open it with a cutter or something like that, the case, because it is empty. The batteries are empty. There's not a lot of energy, so there won't be any fire. But yeah, I think I'll have... No, oh, there I broke this. It make a cracking sound. I'll fix it with tape afterwards. And I'm not afraid of using metal in here, so I could create a short because we know the batteries are dead. And yeah, we have two cells. I think I will just change the cells to working ones. Are these actually okay? Oh, not resistance, voltage. 3.8 and 3.8. So yeah, they're not completely empty. Yeah, we will just add some glue or something like that. So here we have the 2 cells. Oh, okay, I didn't expect that at all. Maybe they're not dead. Maybe they're just not contacted and couldn't charge because of the contact was broken. That could be the case. So let's measure the voltage. 4 volts? Yeah, well, actually 4 volts. And then minus 4. Minus 4? Oh yeah, because they're in series. But it could be that it's just... And there was liquid damage. The rust ate the metal tab. I don't have my thing anymore. I did build, and there's one of my videos, I built a spark welder, point welder for batteries, but I don't have this one anymore. Oh, we should keep this because we can solder on these tabs. My battery fell off. Yeah, this was also eaten away, so we should still keep the tabs to solder on it. Let's cut this. But we have to try if the batteries are dead or not. Oh yeah. Okay, we can still solder on these. And I think I don't have... Yeah, we'll have to solder wires. I don't have any tape anymore. Any of this metal strip. I gave it away with my point solder. And this is the middle, so there's a balancing circuit. Now we just have to test if each of the cells can take a load. Maybe it was just a rust issue. So for that we will use... Do I have enough of them? I don't know. Let's see. One, two. We just need one for now. So I'm using small magnets. These are round magnets. And the idea behind that is that because I cannot grab on anything, I will put, so what's plus, what's minus? I think it's the other way around. No, okay. I'll mark it. So I know it for next time. Let's verify it before I mark it again. Minus, plus, so this should be the plus of the other side. Minus, plus, and if I get it right, this should be minus 4 volts now. Maybe the batteries are still dead, that's completely possible. Minus 4 volts, so this is plus, this is minus, up. And now let's put a charger on there and let's test if the battery is fine and if it was just a connection issue. So you see the magnet now, magnets on this crocodile and on the other lead. You cannot put a lot of current through it, but plenty enough for testing and charging. 2 amps are no issue. It's a large magnet. Okay, and now we just have one cell, but it's 2000. Oh, do I have one LiPo with 2000? No, I don't think here. But these are 2, so let's change the battery. Let's try with 500 for now. Storage bus balance, capacity check. Up. Let's test it. Maybe we are lucky and only one is dead and not the other one. It charges far too fast. You don't see it. Let me tilt it. So I think the batteries are, I'm not sure if both batteries are dead, but I think the batteries are still dead, and we will probably just replace it with new batteries with these standard 18650 cells. With that, it should work, but let's test for now. It charges a lot better, still. See, it doesn't stop as before. So maybe it was just a rust issue. And then it made the wrong contact. Never seen this. I've never seen this issue. It's weird, but why not? And here I just have to have something like a strip because I don't have a lot of space in this package. I could use copper wire, aluminium wire, copper tape, aluminium tape. Why do I give everything away? Oh, we'll just use bare wire. That's an easy solution. I will just strip some wire, some 30 AVG, 20 AVG, 30. Can it put 2 amps? I'm not sure if we try more. Well, I'll just use 20 AVG. Wait, the battery doesn't seem to be that fine. It probably is dead. Not sure if both of them are dead though. Let's wait. It will. Yeah, now I think it's waiting 30 seconds, and then it's discharging and then charging again. If only one is dead, then we only have to replace one battery, so we need to do the checks. Sad thing is that it takes long to do the check if the batteries are working, because it needs to charge and discharge completely. And I can't do the other one in parallel. Oh, I did break one of the crocodile teeth. Okay, it waits more than just 30 seconds. I don't know if it's 5 minutes. I don't want to put on stream 5 minutes of repair. What I could do is change the 2 cells to 2 new ones. But it's a lot of work. We can test by hand. Instead of having this charger tested, we could test by hand by forcing the charge and discharge rapidly. There's really not a lot of space to put some wires. I'm not sure how this will work. But this has to work, so let's try to clean this part. Meanwhile, will it flake off with alcohol? No. Maybe I need to wait longer for the alcohol to remove the glue, to soften the glue. But for now it doesn't. Alcohol. Let's wait a tiny bit more until the glue is softened. Yeah, I think the battery, see, it went up to full of 2 volts, now it's only 4 volts, dropped down again. So let's wait until this discharges once. And if it discharges too fast, then we have a dead battery. I'm not even sure if it's worth repairing it or if a new one costs less, but we're in a stream. We want to see how things can get repaired. But I'm sure there are plenty of InfoLithium clones. If this is still a thing. Ah, come on. discharge. I don't want to wait for so long. At least not on a stream. If it wouldn't be a stream, I would do something else meanwhile. But on a stream, I can't afford that. And these are marked 3.7 volts and not 3.6 volts, at least this one. But I'm sure it's the same chemistry, isn't it? Yes, there's still a solder blob. Oh yeah, I have no idea how I can solder on that. Is this too long? No. Should be able to fit. Yeah, normally you do spot welding. That's the name, spot welding. But I won't be able to do spot welding. What we can do is cheat and have two smaller batteries, but I'm sure we can figure out a way to have wires, really thin wires, going somewhere. Still, discharge, I want to try. Do you want to wait 10 minutes? Let's have a resistor and let's do it ourselves. Let's charge and discharge the thing ourselves. So I have 10 ohm as 10 ohm at 4 volts. It would be 0.4 ampere. It's fine. Uh, 0.4 ampere to discharging is completely fine. So let's do it with that. And let's have with a 10 ohm 50 watts charger. Let's try to discharge a battery and see how the battery behaves. And we can even use the second multimeter now with current mode, so we can see the current discharge. Oh, actually, I do have a discharge. I do have an electronic load, don't I? I think I do. Where is my electronic load? But it doesn't help on testing the charge. It's really just for load. That it still could be fun. So, transistor tester, voltage, power meter. Power meter. That seems to be something nice. What's this? That's a USB tester. I do have this one. Do I want to use this electronic load? I have two of them actually. One completely over USB, but this is only to be used. No, I don't want to connect everything. So these are USB electronic loads. Yeah, let's just use resistor. I don't want to use a load to try to find out how the load works. It's a quick test. It's a quick battery test. So we can use the other multimeter to measure the current and see how much current goes there. Come up and not hertz, but ampere. 10 amps. We will not let 10 amps through, so the fuse won't blow. So we will disconnect that. It should complain. Why aren't you complaining? You should be complaining. It has an internal capacitor. Yeah, it doesn't complain. Maybe it's wait until it settles. So we have the minus. We don't care which one is minus because it's plus actually. Let's measure the voltage at the same time. Up, voltage plus. And the other lead. Where is the other lead? It's this one. voltage minus. Doesn't seem to be the right lead. No, these are the right lead. Why don't you measure the voltage? Is this not? Ah, here, 4 volts. And then we have one resistor. And let's put a charge. Up. Actually, why aren't you seeing amperes? If the thing, yeah, it's not working. Incompatible character. Encoding. Weird. Okay. So let's put it here and see how much current flows through. So am I right? Yeah, 4 volts should be only 400 milliamperes. Yeah, 300 milliamperes. Oh, it does hold some charge. You see the voltage? It gives 300 milliamperes and the charge is going down, but not that fast. So this battery is not completely dead. Maybe it really just is a connection issue. 3.8 volts, but this is under load. Sure, it goes down, but slowly. If it were completely down, 3.6. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of charge, but it still has some charge. And I mean, there are plenty of leads, although here the leads are just measuring the voltage, are not the same than measuring the current. So it's a 4-wire measurement, we could say that. 3.7, and it hasn't been charged, so it was at 4 volts, but under load it fell a tiny bit, so it has a bit of charge. I don't know how much, but it wasn't as harsh as when we tested charging everything. So that seems to work. Yeah, now it goes down slowly. 3.717, 3.716, 3.715. Yeah, it's not ideal, but yeah, now it's going to linear discharge. Why is it again dead? No, it's going down. But you see the measurements, they are going down. Oh, why IR? Okay, too many digits. I should measure how many digits are going there. Yeah, the batteries seem, I wouldn't say perfect, but this one still seems useful. So let's check the other one. We can just put another magnet, just test the other magnet, the other battery. Okay, so this, now we will have a minus voltage, and for the current it's not too important that it's the other way around. Do we have a voltage? Yeah, minus 4 volts, that's fine. This is what we should have. Let's connect. Let's connect the minus lead or the plus lead. So the current should be negative also. No, yeah, the current should be negative. And this one also holds a charge. So the batteries seem fine. 3.8, now it's going down. There's not a lot of charge, but I think the only issue was the contacts at the back, which were completely rusted. So let's solder them and then we can refix it. I will test the battery capacitance at the end once everything is closed. But yeah, seems fine. So we will solder batteries with some wires. So let's take some 20 wire. This is normally, or this is multi-stranded wire, yeah. we will solder it between this and this tab, and we will just hope that it is not too large. We could also use some copper tape. Maybe it's not a bad idea. I should have some copper tape somewhere, and I don't use it often enough. It's just that I'm not sure if on the glue side it's the right connection. So this is 1 millimeter. We still have to solder it though to have good connection. Think on the other side, so we will have just a strip. I'm not sure how much current you're going through, but depending on the thickness of the strip, it should be fine. Up. This is 1 millimeter, and on the back, I think there is no contact because of the glue, but maybe there is. Let's check it out. Up, multimeter. We can only use the one on the left. Let's go to resistance. Oh, no, you can use it. I would still probably try to solder it. Okay. It's too large tape. Doesn't the glue? I'm not sure. I would say this is not an ideal solution, and the glue will be in the way. I can still solder afterwards, but we can have, well, we can have both a metal strip and something soldered on it. At least it is really fine. So we will put it somewhere where I can solder on there. Up. This is not useful. Yeah, I need to solder. Although the case might be close enough, but we'll solder here, here, and here. And we will use this tape. So, up, soldering iron, tack, tack, up. Let's have something to clamp that, or to actually at least hold it while I solder. I think this is the best I have. Can zoom a tiny bit more so you can see the solder. And this is not large enough. This won't hold it. I don't have anything to solder that large things or to hold it. I'll use this. We don't want to create shorts. This way should be enough. So we will heat batteries. The tabs are not, I can't solder on the tabs. Come on. I want to. On this I can. Okay, this works. That's one. This probably doesn't work. This tab. Do I need to roughen the tab? Okay. Last one. Okay. That's not a lot of contact though. Would love to. Can I solder on rust? Normally no. No. Can't. Yeah, the solder sticks well on copper, but not on nickel strip. Maybe it's not a nickel strip, and this is why it's not soldering on it. I'm melting the plastic, but it's not too much of an issue. We'll glue it back. I just want some connection here. Okay, now there's connection. Okay, that seems to work. We can test it with this device. Let's unzoom. Not sure what's happening. Ah, I touched this thing. Now you see all the information. Yeah, I think I touched the power supply. Let's remove this. I don't know why it doesn't remember it. It's a pain. Okay, so we can still zoom a tiny bit more than the default. Let's put it here. Let's test. Yeah, no, it says it's full and it works. Let's put both of them on top and it seems to hold. So this is quite bright. So this is a fix. We'll just close the case. Is the front, is the button, I would say this way. Can I glue it? Can I put some tape or should I glue it? Yeah, we'll just put some glue. Up. So let's glue some super glue. Up. Just a tiny tube. We will put some of this on the seam and just hope that it holds well enough. I think this one is a bit better because it's less liquid, it's more gel type, and that helps a tiny bit to make some contact. Okay. And actually we see there's a groove, so it's ultrasonically welded. What is front, what is back? Okay, it doesn't care. Why do they make this if they don't put it until the end? I don't remember how it was. I don't remember if it's important. Doesn't seem to be. This way. Let's wait for the glue to. Let's put some pressure thingy, which I should have somewhere. Where are the clamps? Here. We'll put some clamps until the glue settles. It only should take a couple of seconds. Second one. Up. And then if you put it charging, it should say charge, but let's wait a couple of seconds. We can also spit on it because glue reacts quite well to water. And I always manage to have some glue on the fingers. Yeah, see, I still have some glue on my finger. It's always this case. So yeah, glue is very useful to stick human tissues together because on water it dries. So if you put it here, yeah, it says charge. That's a lot better. And if I put it here, it still probably works. And that's a fix. So we save the battery. We don't even have to plate it. The batteries are good. It's just that I don't know why and how, but it rusted in here. So that's it. This was a fast stream and a successful repair. That's the first time I've seen that the strip, it's not holding that well, the glue, but that's, yeah, the glue, although it's holding, but not as I expected it. So let's keep it this way and let's put some more glue in between, but else I consider it as a fix and it's done. And with that, this week's stream is finished and I can continue working on my projects. Successful repair, fast and successful repair, and a problem I've never seen. Good stream, but enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.